All right, so let's do the level up. So we're back from break on session 35, and I'm just going to go kind of in a random order. Actually, I'm just going to go in the order of the materia doc with whatever class. So first one that I know went into was Barbarian. So Dregnar,
Yes.
yeah, when you leveled up.
Well, I got.
So you did go Barb.
Yes, I did go Barb. I got 19 more hit points.
God.
But of course, my DM took 18 away. By the way, do we get any back from the rest?
At the end of the long rest, I'll have some people do some rolls. So yes.
Okay. I took the alchemist supplies for my intelligence item, so now I have alchemist and brewer supplies.
Fitting they go
so I
kind of
can
together.
have fun with. So I can have a little fun with the beer that I make.
I like it.
I also gained reckless attack, which allows me at the beginning, before I make my attack roll, on my turn, to announce that I'm going to attack recklessly, which gives me advantage on all my attack rolls into the beginning of my next turn, but also gives everybody who hits me advantage, which I really don't care about because of all my hit points. And I also got I can't remember what it's called, but an awareness thing
Dangerous hands.
where danger sense, where I can as long as I can see what's happening, as long as I can see when something happens, I get advantage on my dex against any effects.
Yep.
Or advantage on my dex saves.
Yep. And a caveat on reckless is that it's when he's using his strength to attack. So
your monk stuff
Yes.
wouldn't often.
Well, no, his monk stuff doesn't offset.
No,
it,
wouldn't
so
often
it
apply,
still-
right? Because that's mostly with dex, or does it?
It lets you choose
Ah.
between dex and so essentially, yeah. And I believe you. Does this still hold true, Dregnar? Just assume you're attacking reckless unless you tell me otherwise.
Yes, my default is always going to be reckless. And basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up losing 1 point to attack, but I get advantage on my attack rolls.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh. And he gets to hit a little bit harder because he gets his rage damage if he's
Yes.
reckless. So.
And also gives me my shadow damage every round.
Yes. Yes. As long as you get that. Yep. All right. Cool. So that is Dregnar. He is monk 4, barbarian 2. Now.
Nice.
Cool. Next class in order would be bard. So Allegretto.
All right. Rolled average on HP, so I think I'm still above average for what I should be at. Rolled a 5, got a 7. I got the ability to attack twice with an attack action, so I think this is the strongest I'll ever be for physical attacks.
Welcome to the party.
So expect more stabbing this level. It's gonna be good. Just as a level up, I got Counter Charm, the class feature. Materia variants quite a bit more powerful. I remember it's a reaction. This is actually a thing I've read up on. I forgot to read up on this today. 60 feet, saving throw against Charm or Frightened. Reaction to bolster. Provides advantage. Nice.
So essentially, I'll step in just to help you. So vanilla counter charm is actually possibly the worst feature in the game. It just doesn't work. So there's a kind of more accepted version of it, changing it to a reaction, and then there's some debate on how to do it. But the way that we're handling it in Materia is, if Al sees that you are frightened or charmed, he can see that you're making a saving throw against the effect. He can use his reaction to give you advantage on that. Alternatively, and this is where it's kind of potentially more powerful as well, is that if you're already frightened or charmed, he can use his reaction to give you advantage on the next save that you would make, even if the effect wouldn't normally allow you to make a save. So a classic example is like the vampire's gaze. If a vampire gazes you and you become charmed by them, you are charmed by them for 24 hours. No save after you fail. This would allow Al to try to snap you out of it. He's like, hey. So, go ahead, Al.
He said his Discord disconnected. He said his Discord
Give him
DC'd.
Yeah, I'll give him a minute to try to come back on Discord.
Hey.
There we go. Welcome back. So I gave him the rundown for you
So,
on counter charm. So I don't know what else you wanted to add.
just two others. For the intelligence bonus, to work with Al's background a little bit, I went with the navigator's tools. He's been on boats a few times. He is interested in the sea and related things. And then I got a new spell. I'm going all the way. I picked a hypnotic pattern. So I'm looking forward to using that.
Nice. Very
Last thing, I didn't come to any conclusions for swapping out a spell, but I do have like a list of possibilities for the next level.
Okay. Cool beans. So yeah, Al gets to be a little bit more stabby and has a little bit more utility. Thank you, Al. Next individual will be the full cleric, so that'll be Grant.
At level 6, I get some spell slots, I think. No spell levels. The main thing that I get is an upgrade to my spell casting. It's a feat that I can trigger whenever I cast like a spell of first level or higher. I get to fire off an extra attack as part of the same action, just a regular attack. But yeah, so if I do either bonus action like spirit weapon, summon the spirit hammer, I can add on attack on an extra attack with it. Or if I cast a guiding bolt or start up my spirit guardians, I get to also combo with the attack. It's the main things that I'm getting right now. As my intelligence feats, I added on Mason's tools. It's not like a new thing for Grant, but it's more of a his body feels better, so he can kind of do things that he did when he was younger, which is making bricks and building buildings and shit like that.
And going along with the whole Frostmason name. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. So yeah, Grant essentially. This is a materia variant. The War God's Blessing is just essentially to allow him to now weave in weapon attacks when he's casting spells. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully,
I might even ward you guys every once in a while just to get a free attack out of it. Maybe.
Cool. Thank you, Angie. Druid. So Calisor.
I gained 10 HP and then lost 9 of it because Adam smote me, basically. But I get the ability to basically smite an enemy with poison damage. It's called Primal Strike. So if I do bludgeoning, piercing, or a slashing attack while in wild shape, I can use a spell slot to enhance that attack and deal damage, extra damage.
Did you say it's poison damage?
No, it's actually in materia. The Treant Monk, he did it for just piercing and slashing. I went ahead and did bludgeoning, and I just changed it to the actual damage type that you're doing.
Okay.
So
reading that now, it looks like you changed it a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then I, because of my 2 intelligence, I added the proficiency in Arcana. Kind of just feeling like having a lot of that around. Calisor kind of has been pretty interested and is learning more and more about it, so it's just kind of become more proficient in it as time has gone by. And I also gained a spell slot and the ability to prepare 1 more spell.
And baseline as well for Moon Druid, which hasn't changed from PHB, is his beast attacks are considered magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance. So he can bite a ghost now and stuff like that.
Oh, he can finish off a hag.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chomp chomp. Okay, we did Monk Barian. So next one is all the way down to Ranger.
Baka.
Okay.
Baka?
Marb's level up to 6 isn't much. I do get improvements on my Natural Explorer and Quarry, which doesn't require concentration now, which is great. And what do I have? Oh, Natural Explorer can be slowed by difficult terrain, so that's awesome too. Just myself, it doesn't translate to like the whole group. Like travel, but that's pretty much it. I did pick up the intelligence swap buff rework.
Did you
So
did you pick anything yet? Because I don't see a selection for you. Do you know what skill you wanted to take, or?
I want to become a first proficient. I was just reading that in my saving tools.
You already are proficient in thieves' tools.
So,
You already are proficient in your thieves tool just based on your background.
ooh, perfect.
So yeah, so you're already proficient in your herbalism kit, your playing cards, and with your thieves tools. So you can take a gaming set, you can take an instrument, you can take a language, you can take a skill proficiency, or you can take a skill from your class or your race or your background.
I just had those pulled up.
Yeah, so like for you, on the sheet I can copy it for you, but it's animal handling, which you don't have. You have athletics, insight, which you don't have, investigation, which you don't have, nature, and then survival. They're basically what you can probably want to look at.
You don't have to do it right now.
Yeah, I can understand if you want to take a minute or two to look at it, but yeah, cool. Yeah, I think that's about it, right? That you got. I don't even think you get another spell slot.
Yeah, I don't get any new spells, and I was pretty happy with the ones I picked last level, so I'll still keep them. Yeah, mine was pretty simple.
Yeah, remember with the Materia Hunter, you can, or Ranger, you can prepare your spells every time you take a long rest. I'm not gonna, you're not a known hunter, you're a prepared hunter. So cool beans. Yeah, Marb, if you need any help figuring out what skill you want to take, more than happy to work with you on that. And I'll send you that list of the ones that it looks like you don't have, if that will help you very shortly after this video. Thank you, Nico. Jumping over to our class, the one that we're testing, the Warlord.
So, as written now, 6th level, I'd be improving something that I already have, but it wasn't that way until just now. So, actually, Marb, you get a power spike here because I get a thing that basically every turn in my bonus action I can say, hey, Marb, shoot a guy. So, I'm going to have you shoot a guy a bunch, probably. Or Grant, I may have you hit some things. Or Dregnar. Or, actually, Al, you want to hit some stuff. I may have you hit some stuff.
Do we have to spend our
You do have to
reaction?
spend your reaction.
You get to hit some stuff.
It does.
Oh my
3 in
god,
one
you're gonna
turn?
do it, and I'm gonna hit with the fireball or some shit. Like, oh, I couldn't draw.
So yeah, you will have to spend your reaction to do it, but I think it's usually worth it. So
That sounds good.
But since that's going to be consuming a lot of my bonus actions now, I actually reordered my feats. So now, like the equivalent of Greater Weapon Master, where you can give up to, like, you can subtract your proficiency to add double that for the damage if you hit. I can now pick a number anywhere between like 1 and my proficiency to. So if I want to like take 1 off the attack and then add 2 on the damage, I can do that now. Basically, I beefed up that ability a little bit. But I can't do the little pommel whack anymore, so. What else? Also, yeah, the whack. Was that it? Oh, intelligence is a dump stat for nerds, and you guys are dumb, and I still am better at more tools than all of you, so peace.
Peace.
Yeah. So Danny Dregnar doesn't, or not Dregnar, Davis does not take advantage of the intelligence.
It's a dump stat for nerds.
Right. And then last but not least, the wizard.
Hey, that's me. What did I do? So I get a couple spells with the level up. And I took counter spell because watching a hag escape us and being helpless against it is annoying. So now hopefully that doesn't happen again. And hypnotic pattern because I really like illusion spells, and that one's fun. I don't remember what I got for HP, but it was a decent roll. And
You rolled a 6.
So I got
Out of a
Haha,
6.
Davis.
Well, technically you rolled a 1 and then you rolled a 6.
And I am more proficient now in investigation. With the +4 of intelligence, I was able to put it to a skill. So I got a bonus there.
Yep. Perfect. And I believe that's everybody. So yeah, guys, welcome to level 6.
Yay.
Cool. I guess we can take a quick pause in the
Sure.
and then we can start another recording. Just keep